All right, welcome back to another edition of NFL Crapshooters. Kofod, I don't know if you want to take us through last week's picks or
I'll
if you
make it.
just want to strike it from the record.
I'll make it quick. I was just telling you, it's like Goodell when he burned the Spygate tapes. I'm glad you didn't put this last week on YouTube. It's like it never existed. But anyway, Papinchek 7-4-1, 63%. Brett and Taylor both went 2-4-1. Nolan, you and I went 2-5-1, and Troy went 1-6-1. On the season, Papinchek, aka Mr. BetQL, is 17-7-1 at 70%. The rest of us right now are below 500. Nolan, you're 7-9-1. Troy, you are 6-8-2. Brett is 6-9-1, and I am 5-10-1.
Yikes.
Yeah,
It was
not
rough.
great.
It was rough.
I mean, I feel like
wait.
all the heavy favorites, it was probably a terrible week for Survivor, too, if we would have been in it.
Yeah, I think a lot of Survivor picks went out in week 2.
I mean, not only
we'll get
did
to
the
college
dogs cover, they won straight
Went
up.
outright. Yeah. That's going to lead into my staff for the Pats Jets game. But yeah, and when we get to college, I was horrible in college. 2 awful picks. I outdid Troy from his week 1 pick.
I don't know. I tried going against what you thought was going to happen, and that didn't work.
Right.
No, I
Florida
can't figure
State.
out college.
They
I have
might
no
be the
idea what's
worst
going
team.
on.
They might be the worst team in the country.
Yeah, they might be.
All right.
Until he eats the dog poop.
That's probably going to be the curse. Until he eats the dog poop, and they're never going to win.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's dive right into it. We have back-to-back weeks of Thursday night AFC East matchups.
That's right.
This week we're going all the way to New Jersey, where the Jets are hosting the Patriots. Patriots 1-1, Jets 1-1. Jets in this game are -6. Over/under is 38.5. Kofod, why don't you give me a stat for this game?
The weather will be a nice night in New Jersey, 72 degrees, 7-mile-per-hour winds, 30% chance of rain. We just mentioned it with the underdogs covering and winning outright last week. Underdogs of 6 or more points are 8-0 against the spread so far this season. So the Patriots will qualify for that. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jeez. I feel like I haven't watched the Patriots enough this year to even know what's going on.
Mayo's coaching them well. Brissett's just doing enough where they don't.
Is he
They're
hurt?
frisky. They're frisky.
Yeah.
Is he on the injury report?
Frisky and
Can I
boring.
make that up?
I haven't looked. I don't know. I mean, he's going to play. I haven't heard anything about May playing.
He's playing? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw it. I'll go first. I'm going to take the Patriots here. +6. Okay. Screw it. I'll be on the wrong side of this underdog thing. Everything's going to flip this week, and I'll be on the wrong side of it. But the Jets are – they're still the Jets.
It wasn't for Will Levis. It could have been.
Yes,
Will
Levis
just like
back-to-back weeks of just handing the win off to their team. There's going to – each week there'll be a new meme of Will Levis either hands behind the head in disarray or almost into a horizontal position, just flinging the ball backwards. Or maybe it's just coach walking out reading his lips saying, hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, his coach does him no favors by just blasting him in public and in the media.
Yeah, or saying we probably would have won if he just punted on every down.
Right.
Great for the confidence. All right, so I'll take the bats here. Kofod, why don't you go next?
I got Papinchek's Taylor's pick, and I'll give my pick as well. Papinchek's taking the Patriots +6 and the over 38.5. Taylor's taking the Jets -6. I'm going to ride with Nolan and BetQL. I will also take the Patriots +6. I just think they keep it a close game. They've looked well coached so far. It's a new era. Maybe some of these players that are still around don't miss Belichick as much. And it's the Jets. It'd just be fun to see the Patriots hang around, maybe get the upset, and Jets fans go crazy Friday morning. So give me the Patriots +6 to keep it close.
Yeah, who are we rooting for in this game? Probably the Patriots.
I'm rooting for the Patriots. It would just be great. Great entertainment. Yeah. I'm not afraid of the Patriots.
No.
Yeah, I also want them to build up their expectations of the season.
And then they'll crash down.
Then when they play the Bills, we beat the show. Yes. Hopefully.
Yeah.
The Jets also have a very easy schedule, this one being one. Also, last week was supposed to be one, too. Had a tough time with it, so they could drop
this is a game the Jets need to win. Yeah.
Right.
They can't afford to lose this one.
Troy.
So I'm kind of thinking like Nolan, where I want to take the opposite of what I think. And I would normally take the Patriots and the points. All these Patriots games, or the 2 games, they play scrappy. They stay in the game. So 6 points is a lot.
Yeah, they just got an overtime.
But I do think that it's the first home game for the Jets. The first game at home, Rodgers is going to be playing. The place is going to be going nuts. It's prime time. I think they've
What
been
happened
looking
last time
forward
he
to
had
this.
first game
I
at
was
home,
just-
prime
I was
time.
just gonna say it,
True,
you know,
but this is a
over-
different year, and
Different year, same results.
over
I
under 4
think
plays.
I think we're gonna see what the Patriots were supposed to be bad and what the Jets were supposed to be good. I think it's gonna happen this game. I'm gonna go with the Jets -6.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I can't figure out who's good and who's bad anymore. I thought for sure the Saints were going to come crashing back down to earth.
Well, same with like the Bucks. Like the Bucks are good, and I didn't think they were. We'll get to how
they,
the
though?
season is going when we talk about the Bills game.
Are
but
they good, or did Goff just play really bad?
I think a combination of both. I mean, the Bucks
I think the Bucks
have
are
won that
good.
division 3 years in a
I think
row
Baker's
now. You
good.
know, like
I think
people
he's
hype up
okay.
Atlanta and Saints, but Bucks
How
win
many
every
points?
year.
How many points did they
Bucks
score?
win every game.
How many points did they score? Like
Who? The
19?
Lions?
It was a
20?
low scoring game. Yeah,
It's like 19 to
2016 was it?
16, wasn't it?
Yeah. And Baker's coming
Yeah.
to his own. He's a very good quarterback now.
Maybe Sam Darnold too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, maybe there's
We
hope
need
for
them to
Bryce
start
Young.
losing.
Lamar's looking like the worst one out of that group of 4 there.
Well, Rosen.
Well, I wasn't counting
Still in
him.
the league. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
All right, let's dive into Sunday. We have Harbaugh and the Chargers going to Pittsburgh to visit the Steelers. Steelers are 1.5 point favorite. A battle between 2 undefeated teams, right? Am I right?
That's why I put this on this card. If the Eagles had won, I would have switched it out for Eagles Saints. But I figured give us undefeated AFC.
Who did the
teams,
Chargers
you know?
beat week 1?
Raiders.
Panthers killed them.
Panthers.
Oh,
Oh no,
No,
that was
just
you're
this
right.
past week.
You're right. That was week
Yeah.
2. Week 1 was the Raiders, when
Raiders.
Pierce did the punt and Troy
Yes,
got the
yes,
free money bet.
yes.
Yep, that's right.
Correct. All right.
Yeah.
Kofi, you got a stat for this game?
Beautiful day in Pittsburgh. 74 degrees, clear skies, 7-mile-per-hour winds. 7-mile-per-hour winds. Excuse me. Just a small chance, 4% chance of rain. How about this one? Eventually, you think it's going to change, but last year the Steelers were 9-2 straight up in 1-score games. That was the best in the NFL. They are 2-0 so far this season, both wins in 1-score games. Tomlin and that defense and just enough from the offense, they figure it out over and over again.
Oh,
it's
it's another tough one.
on the Bills.
Char-
Okay.
The Steelers. You said Justin Fields still starting, probably? Yeah.
Yeah, he's starting.
Chargers are coming all the way from the West Coast. That's tough
Well,
to do.
nope. They stayed in Charlotte for the week. Harbaugh had them stay in Charlotte. They did not
that's
go
right.
back to the West Coast.
That's right. Did you just say that?
No.
I was distracted by my
Yeah, I
mother
just-
in the background.
I just said that. Yeah, I don't think
All
your
right.
mom said that.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point then. That might change. Oh, that just changed my mind. Okay, I'm going to take the Chargers
Okay.
here. We're going Tomlin versus Harbaugh. I think I like Harbaugh a little bit better. He's got those guys. He's got them feeling. They're tough. Herbert's better than Fields, I guess, is what it comes down to. Quentin Johnson, maybe he's going to be good. Got
Yeah,
2
he's playing well
touchdowns.
so far. Good for him. Yeah,
Yeah, good.
I was a
for him.
believer at TCU,
Yeah.
so that's awesome. Harbaugh's a
Same.
great
I
coach. He
wanted him.
is.
I wanted
Yeah.
him, and
Yeah,
so
so
it's
did
good
I.
to see him.
Yeah.
Remember. So we'll see. One game, but hey, pretty good game. Kofi.
Papinchek has the Chargers and the over 36. Taylor is also taking the over, so I might be in trouble here because I'm going to take the under 36. To me, first team to 17 wins. That's the type of game I see it. I would lean the Chargers because of Harbaugh and what you said, his coaching and the way they're playing, but it is in Pittsburgh. You never know. Maybe a tough road game for them. So I'll stay away from the side and just take the under 36. First to 17 wins.
I also believe probably both these coaches want it to be that kind of game where it's
Grind
first
it
to
out.
17
Oh,
wins.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to love this game. Absolutely. Yeah.
Mhm.
They're both going to have weird, strange quotes afterwards.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the perfect game for those
100%.
two.
Troy.
Yeah, so I'm right with you, Kofad. I am looking forward to this game, and I think it's going to be a grinded out run the ball.
Mhm.
Also, the Steelers' defense is really, really good.
Always is.
Yeah.
And
You know, there's been jokes in the past about TJ Watt. Is he overrated? He is not. I would argue he's the best
No,
player on defense
underrated.
in the league.
I would say he's underrated.
Yeah.
And the
That's
running
fair, yeah.
game, the running game on both these teams has been well the first 2 weeks. I think they're going to run the ball a lot. I think Herbert's going to have a little trouble with this defense. Obviously, Fields isn't the premier passer, so I think they're going to run the ball, eat clock, and like you said, it's going to come down to the coaches just grinding it out. So I'll take the under.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I kind of like that too. I'm not
You
going
wanna
to take
add
it
it?
though. No.
Okay.
Let's go to this next game. Oh man, this one's tough. Both teams coming off some stinkers. Ravens, I thought that game was over in like the third quarter.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah.
So till Crosby went over into Gardner Minshew, like, hey, let's fucking go win this
Let's
game,
go.
and they
Yeah.
fucking did.
Yeah.
Got them all fired.
Yeah.
Cowboys just looked atrocious versus Saints. I couldn't even believe. I should have known, but I bet the Cowboys stupid.
They usually do that in the playoffs. They don't do it in the regular season like that usually.
They like I said in the group chat, they are the Miami Dolphins of the NFC. They only beat teams with a losing record or teams that don't make the playoffs. And Saints
fraud alert. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see about the Saints. Let them do it a couple more times like that.
I mean, the Saints are also, I think, Derek Carr is like second lowest pass attempts.
Yeah,
the season
I mean, if
so
Kamara's
far.
going to play like that, like he was 5 years ago, watch out. Like if he keeps that up this season, he looks like the old Kamara.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did the
he
Christmas
looked good.
game. Was Christmas game 4 or 5 touchdowns?
5, I think. Yeah. It's the
Anyways.
Vikings, I believe. Yeah.
Ravens -1 at the Cowboys. Over under 48.5. Kofad stat for this game.
Short spread, so I think the stat could help you if you want to take the Ravens. Lamar Jackson is 20-1 straight up against NFC teams, 10-11 against the spread, but again, it's only a 1-point spread in this. His only loss was to the New York Football Giants in 2022. Other than that, he's beaten the NFC 20 times.
Oh yeah, tough spot because both teams are in a bounce back spot. Cowboys are at home, but they looked way worse.
Yeah, but at least they're 1-1. If the Ravens go 0-3,
oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's tough. It's like, here's my formula. Cowboys only beat bad teams, but are the Ravens a bad team? This week is going to tell. I don't think they're a bad team. I think they're a good team. So I'm going to take the Ravens. It's only a point. Ravens -1, bounce back game. Book it. Kofi.
Papenchek is also taking the Ravens -1 and the over. Taylor is taking the under 48.5 in the game. Nolan, I'm with you. Give me the better team, the better quarterback, and the better coach that need the win just a little bit more than the Cowboys do. Give me the Ravens -1. To use a phrase that we have, they circle the wagons, figure it out, get a win in Dallas, and then Dallas is going to go all crazy Monday morning, like what's going on with our team. Ravens -1.
Love it. Troy.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I like the Ravens.
It's definitely going to be the Cowboys.
I wanted to take the over because I feel like the Ravens are desperate. And you know what? I watched a lot of that game, and I think they would have won if they would have had just Lamar run the ball more. He wasn't running the ball. I didn't understand it and he was making some bad throws and some bad third down decisions. But I think they cleaned that up, which is why I like the Ravens. The only thing that scares me is it's not at home, but I'm gonna stick with the Ravens. But yeah, I also bet Lamar's over rushing, and it was driving me nuts. I was just like, run the ball.
Yeah, going back to the AFC Championship now, the Ravens are all of a sudden just throwing it more, not running it as much. Like that's who the Ravens are. So
the week one against the Chiefs, he was like over 100 yards, and they looked great. They lost the game, but they looked like the Ravens.
So part of that pick is I'm just betting on them going back to that formula and just running the ball, running it down the Cowboys more and more.
Yeah, same.
All right. Well, let's gear into Sunday night football. We have the Chiefs going against the Falcons, who had an unexplainable 2-minute drill on Monday Night Football where the Eagles just decided we're going to go into this wishy-wash prevent defense and just give them the sidelines.
Yeah,
They
it was
had
crazy.
no timeouts. They had 0 timeouts.
They
At
made
least
it look so easy.
At
that
least
drive.
with Mahomes, I know it was only 13 seconds, but at least they had some timeouts. Like all you got to do is keep the Falcons in the field of play. They couldn't do it. It was unbelievable. Other than that, I thought Kirk Cousins still looked like he couldn't move that much.
No, he looked bad.
But Bijan is
until that drive.
very good. Bijan and Algier. But let's get back to this game. Chiefs minus 3.5. Over under 46.5. Kofod wants to give me a stat for this game.
Kirk Cousins is 11-20 against the spread at home since 2020. That is the least profitable quarterback, to bet at home since 2020. So, Monday night was on the road. Back at home, prime time. Maybe that's 2 bads. Does it make it right? I don't know. But he has not been good at home against the spread these last 4 seasons.
Interesting. Oh, this one's tough. This is where I got burned last week. I just kept taking all the favorites. It feels like the Chiefs should win this game very easily.
I don't know about easily, but I do think they should win it.
Pacheco's out.
Yeah.
That's the thing that scares me.
Yeah.
Big part of their offense.
They still got Clyde Edwards.
They got that Steele guy.
Yeah, I don't think
he's
undrafted free agent. No,
fullback.
I think he's starting halfback.
He had a big fumble last week.
Yeah, but I think he's their main guy, according to all my fantasy
things. And then
things.
they brought back
Kareem
Hunt, right?
No, they Pirine.
Did they sign Seattle? Him? Hunt? I know they brought him in, but I don't know if they signed him.
Maybe they just brought him in.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't think it matters.
Good guy, Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, great guy. Give me the Chiefs. I'm not going to bet against the Chiefs. They didn't cover last week. They'll cover this week. That's what's going to happen. Falcons, I don't think are very good. And the Chiefs defense, they're still playing very, very well. I'm going to take the Chiefs. Kofod.
Papinchek is going to take the Chiefs as well in the under 46.5. Taylor's going to zig. He's going to take the Falcons plus 3.5. Let's lock in that line for him. As far as my pick, I'm using the same rationale as Ravens Cowboys. Give me the better team. Give me the better coach. This isn't Nick Sirianni making dumb decisions. Hey, let's go for it here and not kick a field goal. Hey, let's throw the ball instead of running it with Barkley. And if you don't get the first down, you can still chew clock. Andy Reid does not usually do things like that. He's not always been the best game clock manager, but I would definitely take him over Nick Sirianni. That's for sure. So give me the better team, better coach, and watch Kelsey play better than he has these first 2 weeks. He's been pretty much not just around at all. Hasn't done anything. I wouldn't be surprised if he plays well in this game. Give me Chiefs minus 3.5.
You hear Sirianni talking about, it probably Hurts would have been better off taking the sack.
They said that it was a run pass option. He could have ran if he wasn't open, but Barkley was open.
He was wide open.
Barkley should have caught the ball, but I just think I just don't think you run that play. And
if you know that it's better off taking a sack, then why wouldn't you just run it?
And then I saw him, part of my take, Barkley's had 16 drops the last 4 or 5 seasons. It's not like he's a sure-handed receiver. He's a great athlete, great running back.
Plus, he was running the ball phenomenally.
Yeah. Even if you get stuffed at the line, you're chewing clock, and then you can make a decision. Do you want to go for it? Do you want to kick a field goal? But you give the Falcons less time. I mean, it's unbelievable, these decisions.
Either A, that happens, or the way he's running the ball that day, he gets the first down probably.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Big Cat made a good point on part of my take. If you run the ball on third down, chew clock, and then run it again, if you don't get it, the Falcons are going to be playing for a field goal. They're going to want to tie it up with 40 seconds left.
Absolutely.
They're not going to be going for a touchdown. Yeah. So you then get overtime as your backup.
And what are the Eagles really good at? Running the ball in short yardage situations. If you're going to go for it in the first quarter, I thought they should have kicked the field goal there. Do a run option, something.
They could have done 2 tush pushes.
Yeah. I like Jalen Hurts. He lifts weights. He's a tough ass guy, but he's not the best passer. He isn't.
Nope. He played very, 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 very well in that Super Bowl.
Yes, and it's been kind of downhill for the most part since. And that's how he was in college. He was great at Alabama for a while. Then he stunk. Tua took over for the right reason. He went to Oklahoma, played well. This is how Hurts has always been. It's a roller coaster. It's up and down.
So next year, MVP.
Maybe on a different team.
Ooh,
yeah.
Hot take.
Maybe.
Hot takes. Takes are hot. All right. Let's.
Oh,
dive
I
into
got to
Monday-
pick. I got to pick.
Oh, Troy's got to pick.
Yeah, make sure I write this down.
Yeah. I'm going to take the over. I think the Chiefs will be spreading it out because they don't have Pacheco, so they don't have really a trusted running back. So they're going to be throwing the ball a lot. And then I think the Falcons will keep up. They're at home.
Don't.
Kirk's kind of getting used to the team.
dogs.
I think we might see some points.
I love it. Sunday night points. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, for as good as Saquon was, Bijan was
Better.
awesome.
Yeah,
I don't know about
he's
better.
faster.
They were about the same.
He looked better like eye test.
He did.
They both
Yeah,
were over
But
And-
100.
Saquon looked so good in that week 1 in that
Yeah.
shitty field in Brazil.
And that
Like,
Eagles offensive line might be a little better, which makes it easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bijan, stud.
Yes. Yes.
Kyle Pitts, I think, is like not good.
It's with these up and down quarterbacks, kind of same with Drake London. He caught the winning touchdown. He hasn't done much, but maybe they just need a consistent quarterback.
Mhm.
I mean, that's
I
not
feel like
Desmond. That's not
the only,
Desmond
That's the
Ridder,
only
you
thing
know?
he did, though.
Yeah, it is. But he made
But,
it when it counted.
Kurt was not looking good.
No, there
No.
was that.
Up
There was that
until
one.
that 2-minute drive.
No, there was
Yeah.
that 1 3rd and goal where if you did the freeze frame, there was 3 guys that could potentially be open in the end zone, and he chucked it out of bounds. You could tell he's
Yeah,
still
remember when I
adjusting
texted
to the
you? It
Achilles.
looked hilarious.
Yeah,
Like it looked like who was the basketball player that shot at the buzzer and he just chucked it into the stands
Yeah.
Oh,
from
I
like
know.
full court?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Couldn't
yeah.
give you a name, but I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
Like he just chucked it as far as he could. It wasn't even close. All right, let's get into Monday Night Football. I feel like every time the Bills play on Monday Night Football, it's a doubleheader.
The Bills Titans game was a doubleheader. There was another one. I
Yeah,
think.
the year
yeah.
before that there was a doubleheader. But
Yeah,
hey,
and
double,
as someone
yeah.
that's not going to be there and is going to watch it on TV, and I know ESPN's going to do it, and it's going to drive me nuts. They're going to split screen it so many times. People have
It's like the
multiple
Aaron
TVs.
Judge. It's like
People
the Aaron
have
Judge effect.
like I have an iPad. People have computers. Like you don't need to do that. I don't want that option. If I want to have that option, I'll do YouTube TV. They're going to do it, and it's going to drive me nuts.
Mhm.
Just like they had Kelsey on for half the broadcast on Monday. It's just these little things that ESPN does to kind of ruin the broadcast. They're going to do that. Bills fans like me are going to be pissed off about it. Guarantee it.
Fact.
Yeah.
All right. So we got Jags and Bills, and we got Washington Bengals. We'll tackle the Jags at Bills first. Bills are -5. I'm seeing on FanDuel of -4.5.
Ooh, okay.
But
That's even better.
It seems to be going down and down and down and down.
Yeah.
I saw it at first, it was -3. So
At first?
like when it first came out, it was 3.5.
Oh,
like
at first
early,
I thought I saw it at -6.
I remember looking at it, seeing 3.5, and thinking,
Maybe
oh,
after the Jacksonville loss, it bumped up to 6.
that's probably what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably saw it before that game.
Because as Trevor Lawrence said, right now they suck.
But I mean, they're keeping their games close.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't shock me if they won by any means. But
I mean, they own the Bills.
This
they have
is
not
the
played
team
great
that
for a
the
while.
Bills.
Yeah, we can't get
It's
by
the
them.
Jags and the Jets actually.
But it's not Josh Allen of the Jags anymore. He changed his name, so maybe that's the voodoo.
That's a good point. Really good.
And
point.
we're not. I feel like this might be the first time they've come to Buffalo.
Yeah, it's been a long time. It feels like maybe since
And
Doug Flutie.
Jacksonville
Yeah.
or London or
Yeah.
whatever.
playoff game.
Or
Yeah.
wait, no, maybe the one time where they got in a fight with like Starlet Tulele and
Oh, we beat them that game.
yeah,
Yeah, that was
I forgot about that
Ramsey.
game. And Shaq Lawson.
Yeah, Shaq.
Yeah, that was the game Ramsey was calling Josh Allen trash and
Yes.
he threw it over his head. That's right. That's the last time.
And
And we
that's
beat them.
Bills, Jaguars,
So, hey,
we
they're
beat
in
'em.
Buffalo
Yeah, we
again.
beat 'em.
They're
Yeah.
in Buffalo again.
There we go.
I'm talking myself into this. But yes, -5, 45.5. Ko-Fi, give me a stat.
The weather should be a nice night in Orchard Park, 64 degrees, 5-mile-per-hour winds, partly cloudy, maybe a chance of rain. I saw up to 15%, so we'll see. How about this for a stat? Bet the Bills second half spread. Under Josh Allen, the Bills are 61, 41, and 3 against the spread in the second half. Going all the way back to 2005, Josh Allen is the third most profitable QB to bet in the second half. And of course, the Bills are 2-0 to the second half spread against the spread this season.
Nice. Second half team.
Yep.
Definitely guess the Cardinals.
Yeah. And then the Dolphins didn't do anything, and then Tua went out.
Yeah, the Dolphins were just giving the Bills points. So
Mhm.
yeah. Here are the Bills. -5.
think
Defense
about
worries me a little bit. They're all banged up. But
They seem to be making it work.
That's what McDermott does.
Yep.
Especially when he's got an extra. He's pretty much got a mini bye with it going from Thursday all the way to Monday. That gives him extra time to figure it out. So yeah, give me the Bills -5. Right over there at 4.5. But hey, I'd probably take it at -6.5. So give me the Bills -5. Book it. Kofan.
Papinchek's also taking the Bills -5 and the Bills Jaguars over 45.5. Taylor's taking the Jaguars +5. And unlike that Florida State fake fan, Noel 321, who refuses to eat poop out of a red Solo cup for what he said, I said that, hey, if I keep picking against the Bills on this show and they keep winning, I will keep doing it, even if I don't bet that in real life. So give me the Jaguars +5. I'm a man of my word, unlike Noel 321, that fake fan.
Your word is just a tad bit easier to keep than
I don't have to. I don't have to eat
shit.
poop. But hey, that's what you get when you bet on DJ.
Hey,
Did you see the new one? Did you see the new one?
Put your money where your mouth is. No.
Did you see the
5-layer burrito for the Kansas State? Yeah. He said if Kansas State loses to BYU, he's going to shove it up his ass.
Now, is this the actual guy or the parody guy?
Well, it's a Kansas State fan. They're playing BYU.
It's on Twitter.
Kansas State.
It's getting a little. It's getting a little much now. Like you know.
But this one went viral, so
yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Maybe I should bet that game.
We might have to think. We might have to think of something, on the show to do if like the Bills lose, like depending on the week. Not poop related. Yeah.
It's called the Jinx. I've seen it before. Saw it with the poop cup.
Get us viral.
Troy.
I'm gonna take the. I'm gonna take the Bills. Don't think about it. Bills all day.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this. I am a little worried because of how great I feel about the Bills.
It's very good vibes so far. Unlike last season.
All these other teams don't look that great. We weren't really expecting like a dominant Bills team, but we're looking good. Our defense is holding up. I'm sure we're gonna have a game where the defense falls apart. I don't think it's gonna be this week, but I feel really good about the Bills right now, which worries me.
Yeah, it's early, but yeah, great start so far. Von Miller looking awesome. How about this? What if DeMar Hamlin wins comeback player of the year this season? He actually balls
He's
out.
Playing great.
Yeah, he played well against Miami.
Yeah.
The thing is like, did the defense play great or did Tua he got unlucky with that one pick and then the other two picks happened?
Yeah, it was a snowball effect. Tua played horrible. He did.
Because I was a little nervous because what? Bernard went out.
Yeah.
I mean, Baylor Spector came in and looked pretty good, but they were still dicing us up with the run game. So be interesting to see what Travis Etienne does to us this week. But
yeah, that's the Jaguars. You talk about a team that's not coached well, and Lawrence has been up and down. Like they're probably gonna have moments where they look great, and then they might do something stupid.
I mean, last year with the story with Lawrence was like he was still making good throws. His players were like dropping passes or be some miscommunication. But this year it just looks like all out of sorts.
Brandon,
where are we in year 5?
I mean, Brandon Staley and the Chargers bought him a lot more time when they blew that playoff game against the Jaguars, and he came back and looked great, and they won. Like that was really his signature moment. And since then, it hasn't really been that much.
Yeah, I mean, there's always the meme going around where it's comparing Trevor Lawrence to Daniel Jones, and the stats are very similar.
Yeah,
that's never good.
No,
that's not a good quarterback you want to be compared to.
Yeah, no, not Danny Dimes. No.
Danny Nichols. All right. Washington at Bengals. Bengals 0-2.
Great game on
every year.
Great game on Sunday though. That was just from a football fan perspective.
Yeah.
Bengals Chiefs was a really fun game to watch. It was
very much so. Came down to the end.
And I think that was pass interference. Like
it was pass interference.
They're gonna call that every time.
Yeah.
Especially
Chiefs versus the Bengals.
I've seen that same play not be called.
Okay, most of the time they should call that.
He was making a play for the ball, but yeah, he
went through him.
I mean, he hit the guy in the
early.
head. Yeah, you can't do that. Maybe if he would have caught it.
Well, he didn't.
Maybe.
But,
yeah, probably. All right. Bengals are favored by 7.5. That seems like a lot, but I guess they did just keep up with the Chiefs. Washington won without even scoring a touchdown. It was the first, maybe it was just one of 5 stats, but it was the first time ever that a team scored 3 touchdowns, didn't allow the other team to score a touchdown, and they lost.
Yeah, you want to talk about a hot seat? Dable's feeling it right now. Maybe he's back on the
Did
Buffalo
you
staff next
see
season.
the whole thing with the kicker?
Yeah,
The kicker had a groin injury, and they didn't have a backup kicker.
right. And he gets hurt on the kickoff or whatever.
So he gets hurt, and then everyone's asking him, like, hey, why didn't you have a backup kicker?
And he snaps at the media. Dable's starting to lose it.
Yeah, and he's like,
skinny Dable's losing it.
why we need a backup kicker? Blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, well, he got hurt. And he's like, well, anybody can get hurt. And they're like, yeah, but he was
That's why
hurt
you have
before.
backups.
He's like, no, hamstring. Anybody can pull a hamstring.
Here's what I don't get. This is general football thought. How come punters just can't kick field goals? Like in high school, college, NFL, why can't they just practice on the side?
The punter did kick a field goal in the game.
But a lot of these punters, when they are put in that position, they stink at it. And I've never understood that. Like, just kick some field goals once in a while. Like,
especially if it's just an extra point.
Yeah. It happens every year in the NFL where a kicker goes down and all of a sudden the team goes, oh, we're screwed. We got to go for 2 every time. I don't get why punters can't kick field goals. Just practice.
I mean, it was killing me watching the game because my free money bet was the over.
It's the over.
And they weren't kicking.
Yep.
They weren't getting the 2-point conversions. Nope. And Washington couldn't score a touchdown. They were in the red zone 7 times, didn't score a touchdown.
Every time.
It was,
they got in the red
zone. It was a good, honestly.
Every time.
It was, I think it was a good pick. It just.
Yeah. Just didn't work out.
It was like, the under was meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
So,
weather. Well, let me give weather and stats real quick.
Yeah,
we'll get this one rolling. 76 degrees, 4 to 5 mile per hour winds. It could be rainy. It says up to a 20 to 30% chance of rain. So we'll see.
Perfect.
Here's a stat. Not surprising because we talked about Bengals get off to slow starts. Joe Burrow is 6-0-1 against the spread after a losing streak of 2 games, and he's covered the spread by over 8 points a game in those games.
Also, I didn't talk about this, but that pick by Britt.
Yeah, Beckham-like. Yeah, Odell Beckham-like. Yeah,
that was maybe the best interception I've ever seen in my life.
It was crazy.
And he was the one talking shit about Xavier Worthy, and it was against Xavier Worthy.
He backed it up on that play. Yeah,
backed it up.
Yeah.
It was pretty sweet, even though
Very
I hate
cool.
the Bengals. I'm going to take the under this game. Ko5's stats about the weather sealed it. I don't like. We just saw it. I don't think Washington can score touchdowns. I think Jaden Daniels is still a work in progress. He could still be good. I think also I heard on part of my take. I don't think a rookie quarterback has thrown for a touchdown yet.
I think that's correct. Daniels hasn't. Caleb hasn't.
No.
I think Bo Nix ran one.
Yeah,
he ran one. Yeah, that's only 3. There's only 3 of them, right?
Yeah, Drake May's not playing.
JJ's out for the year.
JJ's out. Yep. So yeah. So I don't think it's gonna happen. I'd take the under. Yeah. I don't know, Cincinnati, freaking Joe Burrow's yelling at Jamar Chase in the sideline. He gets that stupid personal foul because I don't even know what he was complaining about.
Yeah, it was not
it was no face mask. There was no.
It was not a hip drop tackle. That's what he thought.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
and it was nowhere near close to it. It was just a regular tackle.
I don't know if he said something mean to him that hurt his feelings and he didn't like it. Like, it was the weirdest thing. And then he cost his team field position. Maybe the game.
Maybe.
Yeah, you could argue that.
Ko5.
Papenchek's going to take Washington with the points plus 7.5. He's also going to take the under. Taylor is going to take the Bengals minus 7.5. I'm with you, Nolan. Maybe Troy's going to take it as well. I will take the under 47 as well. The battle of LSU Heisman quarterbacks. That's what ESPN's going to hype up.
True.
Yeah. So LSU fans will enjoy it, but I don't think they're going to see as many points as they would like. Give me the under 47.
I'm going Bengals. I think the Bengals always start off 2. That's what they do. And then they bounce back. This is the perfect time to bounce back. At home against a very bad Washington team that can't score touchdowns, rookie quarterback. They have to win. I love the Bengals here. I think they rout them. Washington's pretty bad.
Didn't the Bengals start out 0-3 last year?
I'll tell you in a second. I'm doing the old Google machine. Let's see. Preseason. No, they lost to the Browns 24-3. Lost to the Ravens 27-24. My phone's acting crazy. This is bad TV right now.
Let me get it.
Yeah.
It's all right. You're giving me time to pick my college bet.
Lost to the Browns 24-3, lost to the Ravens 27-24, beat the Rams 19-16, then lost to the Titans 27-3. So they started off 1-3.
Yeah. Bad. All right. So
College
football.
Yeah. Oof.
Kofad. You want to tell us our record?
Yeah. Let me go over last week's picks, then I'll give our record. I said I'm not going to do 2 picks for anything. Everything's going to be 1 pick. And then I did 2 picks. They were both awful. I had Purdue +10. I said it was a trap, and my God, it was a trap. Notre Dame beat them 66-7. It was over in 2 minutes. Purdue is awful, terrible. Then I doubled down and said, yeah, Colorado State wants revenge, just like Nebraska did the week before. I wouldn't be surprised if they beat Colorado outright. Man, Colorado State talked a lot of shit, and they couldn't back it up. They wrote a check. They couldn't cash. They lost 28-9. They are terrible, awful. They made Colorado look really good. So I went 0-2. Troy, your 3-team alt spread of NC State -10.5, Michigan -11.5, and Georgia -13. Never had a chance. Michigan didn't cover. Georgia, if Kentucky doesn't punt the ball, maybe Kentucky gets the upset. Nolan, good thing you don't have to eat dog poop, but you did have Florida State -6.5. That offense is dreadful with DJU. They lost to Memphis 20-12. Taylor had Georgia -24. We just went over that. That didn't come close. There were 2 winners. Brett had Arizona State pick them on a fun Thursday night game. They beat Texas State 31-28. Then how about this one? You want to talk about a coach that plays for the spread and the over? It's Heupel with Tennessee. He had the over. Pinchek had the over 62.5. Tennessee, Kent State. The score at halftime was 65-0. The final score was 71-0. They went for an onside kick in the first quarter, up 30-0. That's a guy that knows what the spread and the over is. So Pinchek was wise in taking the Tennessee over. That was easy money. Records on the season: Pinchek 3-0, Brett 2-0, Nolan, Troy. Oh, excuse me, Nolan and myself are 1-2, and Troy and Taylor still looking for that first college win are 0-2.
Damn. All right. Shoot. Kofad, I know you got a pick, so why don't you go first?
Yeah, let me give Pinchek's and Taylor's and mine. Pinchek is going back to the Tennessee over, and I don't blame him. Big game against Oklahoma Saturday night. Tennessee, Oklahoma over 57.5 for Pinchek. Taylor is going to give Miami -16.5 at South Florida. I would just say Hurricanes, be careful. South Florida, I think, is a pretty good team, so be careful with that spread. And then are we going to give Taylor Tennessee -2 that he gave out last week on the show that never made the air?
No. I did bet it, though, when it was -2.
I should have done that, too. That was a dumb mistake by me.
What's
so
it up to now?
I did it live on the show.
I think it's, what is it, 6.5?
7.5.
7.5 now, yeah. So not so we're not going to give Taylor that. He can bitch about that when he sees us post the picks. I am going to do a 2-team money line parlay. As a college football fan, I don't love these new conferences. It takes away from my nostalgia of it. But one of the cool things is you get these huge matchups now. You get USC at Michigan. They normally wouldn't play each other. You get Tennessee at Oklahoma. They normally wouldn't play each other. And I think it's USC's first Big Ten game, Tennessee's first SEC game. And I just think they're flat out better than the teams they're playing at. So give me a money line parlay of USC to beat Michigan, Tennessee to beat Oklahoma. I got it at -105.
Nice.
All right, Troy, you got a pick?
I think I'm going to have a new rule with college football that I have to have seen at least one of the teams play. And I watched Oklahoma State beat the shit out of Tulsa. They have a high-flying offense. They throw it down the field. It was fun to watch. They're playing Utah, who also scores a lot of points. So I'm going to take the over at 54.5. Both the teams 3-0. They're the 12 and 14th ranked teams. I think that's going to be a fun game. And I'm going to root for points while I watch it.
That's going to be a fun game. What's the number again?
54.5.
54.5. I saw the meme that the Oklahoma State QB and Cam Rising for Utah are both older than Caleb Williams and Anthony Richardson playing on Sunday in the NFL. That's hilarious.
Yeah. They're both like 25 years old.
Yeah.
Oh. So I might just do this because I can't stand. I can't decide if I like this kid or not. I feel like I don't.
Oh,
Nebraska.
Nebraska's quarterback, Raiola,
Yes.
with doing all the
Raiola.
Mahomes stuff. Yeah, it's hilarious. He's really good though.
It's weird.
He's definitely doing it on purpose. He's
Oh,
acting
100%.
like he's not. He's
He
a
goes,
liar.
"I'm wearing 15 because of Tebow. Get out of here."
Yeah. then the rumor was he transferred to Nebraska because the colors more resemble the Chiefs.
Oh, geez.
And that's where he was at Georgia previously. That also wears red.
Yeah, but he said, yeah, exactly.
Troy's mom agrees. Yeah.
Yeah, and he has the same sunglasses, same little facial
Hairdo.
beard.
He just needs a blonde.
Weird.
Yeah.
But it's -7.5. I don't really want to bet against him,
I love Illinois in that game.
but I think I'm going to bet Illinois.
Yeah. Bielema was a good Big Ten coach.
Yeah, I don't think I like this kid.
Nebraska
what?
fans are like thinking they're the best in the league.
Yeah, they're
Exactly.
talking about they're
So
going
it's
to be
like,
undefeated when they play Ohio
I
State.
know.
It's
I
like
know. Will
thinking
Compton's
that
mostly.
he's like they're going to win. They're going to make the playoffs. and
His
win
hype
the
videos
national
are awesome,
championship.
it would be
Yes,
awesome
they
if
are.
Nebraska got good, just for like
Yeah,
nostalgic college
it'd be
football.
good for
like,
college.
They're
football.
fun to watch.
Yeah, and that stadium rocks.
But I'm
like,
going to take
Mhm.
Illinois, and
Yeah.
it is at Nebraska. But I'm gonna take
Friday
Illinois.
night game, I think. So that
It's a
could
lot
be
of
weird
points.
vibes. Yeah,
It's going to be a good
7.5.
game, and it's a lot of points. Yeah.
yeah,
Hopefully they keep it within a touchdown. So I'll take Illinois.
yeah.
It's my spite pick because I don't think I like that kid.
I like it.
All right. So yeah, a new thing we're trying out this week. I don't know. Did everyone agree on this? Did people send their picks in?
I got a pick from Taylor and Papinchek. So yes, I think we're in.
And we'll just have to see if Brett wants to do it.
He'll do it.
Okay. So we're gonna do a reverse last man standing, reverse survivor league. So each week we will, since we lost in the first week to Copod, who took the Bears, and the rest of us got eliminated in the first
How
round.
I won that was unbelievable.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Thank you, Will Levis.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, Will Levis. I thought for sure we all lost in week 1. So now what we are going to do is we are going to pick a loser each week. Once you pick that loser, you cannot pick them again for the rest of the season. Kofod, since you won the regular last man standing, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, and I'll give Taylor's and Papinchek's as well. I took them on the spread on our show here as one of our picks in the games, but that doesn't mean I think they're going to win. Give me the Jaguars. Jaguars lose to the Bills on Monday night.
Oh,
Papin-
I was thinking they win.
No.
I'm still not used to the reverse.
Yeah. Papinchek's also taking the Jaguars,
Wow.
and Taylor is going to roll with Washington. So we got 3 Monday night picks so far.
Dang. Taylor's banking on the Cincinnati Bengals again?
He's got the
Crazy.
Bengals -7.5.
I
and he's
don't
got
even dare do
Washington
it.
Survivor. Yeah.
Crazy.
Like
Bro,
I do think of these rookie quarterbacks, Jaden Daniels has the best chance right now to have a breakout game.
Yeah, I think he's the
played well.
best one. I think he's the best one. He's really good at running the ball.
I still am
He's
a Caleb.
fast.
I'm still a Caleb believer, but right now
I don't
Caleb
know. I
definitely
don't
looks
think I
better.
am. I think Caleb stinks.
You're out.
I
That's-
dropped him.
wow.
I dropped him for my fantasy team. Picked up Baker.
Okay.
Speaking of
Dropped him.
Baker, I'm taking the Broncos.
Good pick.
Going to the red hot Tampa Bay Bucks.
Good pick. I kind of want to make that pick too.
Sean Payton, he sucks.
Yeah, he's not good.
Yeah, Bo Nix, dink and dunk. Bo Nix does not look great so far.
No.
He has like 40 pass attempts for 120 yards.
It's crazy.
Okay. I think I'm gonna take the Rams. Injured, got no receivers, offensive line. The only person left is Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
San Francisco coming off a loss. I don't think they're gonna lose 2 in a row.
No Debo, obviously no McCaffrey.
Fuck.
I don't hate the pick. It would
No
have shocked.
Debo,
Both
that's
teams
right,
are
no
both
Debo,
teams
no
are
Debo.
It would've-
injured.
This is how great of a coach can McVay be? This is can McVay
Yeah,
just
but
figure out enough?
It's Purdy without 2 of his weapons. I don't like that pick. Let me pick something else.
Oh, hey, if the Rams lose, don't blame me.
I think they probably still will. Fuck. I like Troy's pick too.
You can always just find out who the Panthers are playing.
Yeah, but now they
Raiders.
got Andy Dalton.
Raiders and
I took
They got Andy
I took the
Dalton now.
Raiders. I
Would
took
not
the
shock me if
Raiders
the
in
Panthers
my.
won.
I took the Raiders in my last man standing.
This is the typical get a new quarterback. They're
Yeah,
like
and
rejuvenated for a week. They
Andy
win,
Dalton's
and then
a
they
pro,
go back to
like-
sucking.
Yeah, but
And it's the
Panthers
Raiders.
are bad.
like Pierce could do a dumb punt again or
The
something.
Raiders are
stupid.
feeling good about themselves. They just beat the previous MVP. They're gonna have a
It also
down.
dropped from 7 to 5, so
Oh wow.
I might
The-
switch it. I have time to switch it.
Yeah, I could see Devontae Adams getting upset, like, "Oh, I'm not getting the ball," and
I do like
on sidelines.
I like the
Take
idea
the
of getting the Raiders
Browns.
out though. Like I'll never pick the Raiders again.
Yeah,
This is the
that's
only
true.
opportunity.
That's true. But it just would have been much better if Bryce Young was there.
Yeah, true.
Fuck, I'll stay with the 49ers. Fuck,
Okay,
I hate
okay.
this pick. No,
No,
I hate
Rams,
this pick.
Rams, right? Rams.
Rams,
Rams.
Rams.
Yeah.
Fuck, I hate this pick now.
Okay.
It's $50 down
it's
the
locked,
drain.
It's locked in. You never know. Just got to get through this week.
Yeah. Holy shit. Okay. That brings us to our free money bet. So Kofod, why don't you take us through? I don't think I've won a free money bet yet. Yes, I did.
You went 1-1.
Yes.
Because we said you can do money line on Bills. So I'll start with you. You had Bills money line. Great one.
Mhm.
I think the Colts were such a trendy pick. Everyone was taking Colts -3. They played terrible. Packers did just enough. Packers won by 6, so you lost that one.
Is Anthony Richardson bad? Is it too early?
It's too early, but he wasn't great in college. And it's like Josh Allen. Like, he didn't play much. He's got the super talent.
It's too.
He's
soon
only
to say.
started in like 18 games his
Yeah.
entire career.
Right. But we know he's got the talent. Just would I
Does
put
he
my
have the
life on
talent
it?
or does he have the athleticism?
He's got the arm. He's got the that's what I mean by talent. Like, he's got all the physical tools. Does he have it here? Can he read defenses? Can he adjust and improve? I don't know. Ooh. Let me continue on. Brett had the Cowboys -6.5. We know how that went. Tough one for Papinchek. He had Josh Allen anytime touchdown, but James Cook was cooking on Thursday night, so no reason for Allen to really do that much. And plus, Tua gave it away on the other side. Troy, you already went over it. You had the Giants, Washington over 43.5. All those field goals led to 39 points, so you missed out on that one. Taylor, he can thank Will Levis as well. He had the Jets -3.5. Jets won by a touchdown. And then finally, I had Washington -1.5 in that game. They won by a field goal with those 7 field goals. Taylor's the only one undefeated in free money. He's 2-0. Troy, myself, and Papinchek 1-1. Brett and Nolan are 1-2.
Damn. All right. I'm going to take. It's got to happen. I'm going to take Josh Allen.
I'm there with you.
Over passing yards.
228.5.
It's got to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen. That's mine too. Well, I have another one. I'm going to have two.
228.5, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're taking it as well, Troy?
Yeah, but I have another one.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll write it down anyway.
I think Tua threw for over 300 yards against them in week 1. Who'd they play last week? The Browns. So Deshaun Watson probably didn't have too many passing yards, but I think Josh Allen should.
And it was a rainstorm for a good amount of that game too in Jackson.
If you look at yards and touchdowns this season compared to the last few, it's like way down. Like at this rate, the last 3 years, it was like 110 passing touchdowns throughout the league. Right now, it's like at 68 or something.
Yes. But there's also like 3 rookie quarterbacks and Bryce Young and Daniel Jones.
Well, and no one plays last year.
There was a lot of there's rookie quarterbacks every year.
Yeah, CJ Stroud was balling last year.
Stroud was balling.
Yeah.
All right, Kofod.
All right, let me give everyone's picks, and then I'll give mine. Papinchek is going to take James Cook anytime touchdown, -105.
He's just riding the trends.
Yeah, he's like, okay, now I'll go with Cook. Taylor, maybe this will make you feel good, Nolan. Maybe not. He's going to take the 49ers -6.5 as his free money bet. Okay, so I don't know how that makes you feel. Speaking of Anthony Richardson, I don't know if he's going to be a good quarterback or not. I have no idea. But like I said, he's got the arm. And I swear, in the handful of games he's played at Indianapolis, and you're watching whatever game on CBS, and they do the little in break like, Nate Burleson, tell us what's going on in Indianapolis. Yeah, we're live in Indianapolis, and here's a 60-yard bomb by Anthony Richardson for a touchdown. It feels like he does that every time at home in the handful of games he's played. Give me his longest pass completion to be over 33.5 yards. Mine's a little juiced. I got it -115 on Caesars out here, but maybe FanDuel or DraftKings has better odds. He's going to launch a bomb that's going to be caught by one of those Colt receivers at home in Indy. Give me over 33.5 yards for his longest completion, Anthony Richardson. They're playing the Bears.
Oh, the Bears. Bears got a good defense.
All it takes is one. He could be 9 of 25, but I just need one pass.
Which very well might happen.
Yeah, I just need one pass to go 34 yards or more.
Yeah. Maybe the reason that I kind of I'm a little iffy about Anthony Richardson. It's more the fantasy world. Like everybody thought that he was just going to be this fantasy, like, oh, steal. You got to draft Anthony Richardson in like the third round because he's going to be a steal because of that one game
I
where he
know,
had
yeah.
like 25 fantasy points in the first quarter and then he got hurt. And then everyone just thought, well, he's going to be amazing when he comes back. And that's been like, maybe that's why I have a little sour taste.
I mean, he wasn't great at Florida. Now we see how Billy Napier's doing post Anthony Richardson, so maybe that actually helps Richardson's cred, so to speak. But he's only had really a couple good games in these handful of games he's played.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Troy, what's your other free money bet?
I'm going to do the Cardinals Lions over 51.5. The Cardinals
Ooh, good
offense is awesome.
Good.
And
Makes the Bills win look a little better.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think that we know the Lions can score. They haven't yet, but I think this is going to be the game. I think it's going to be a little bit of a shootout.
Do we?
Yes, we
Cardinals
do.
defense also isn't that great.
Cardinals defense also isn't that great. I think the Lions will score. I think the Cardinals will also score. That's why I like the over.
Okay. It's a fun game to watch.
That
4 points.
addition makes sense.
Good color game too. I feel like
The red
and
and the Honolulu blue, yeah. How about Kyler Murray throwing that one touchdown pass and he starts running away before it's even caught, doing like a Steph Curry. Like he's feeling himself right now.
He looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does look good. He might be
Comeback player of the year.
Comeback player of the year.
Either him or DeMar. Yeah.
He might be MVP right now. That's probably
Gosh,
Baker.
he's MVP right now.
not Baker.
Is Josh the favorite? Josh didn't do
No.
shit.
If the season ended right now,
I want to see who the favorite is
it
right now.
would be
Josh Allen. No, maybe not because he didn't do as much.
I think it's Baker.
no
Yeah, maybe Baker.
Baker. No,
100%.
it would be fucking
The favorite's
What?
Patrick Mahomes.
of course.
Yeah.
Josh is second though. Well, he's
What's
tied with
his
CJ
name?
Stroud.
Why can't I not think of his name?
Team.
It's the fucking Saints running back. Starts with
Oh,
the K.
Kamara. Yeah.
I do not know why I couldn't think of his name. Yeah, he'd win MVP if it ended today.
They don't
Yeah,
give
Like,
a
holy
shit.
shit, look, he just had fucking 4 touchdowns in one game.
Yeah, I guess so.
And the Saints are just like unbelievable right now. It's
Carr,
the most
Carr
Actually,
would win it.
it's
Carr
like
would win
Derek
over
Carr would
Kamara.
probably win.
Yeah.
he hasn't done shit.
Yeah, but these media people
He
like
has
these
the
great
most
stories.
yards.
Yeah.
And the most touchdowns.
Redemption
He
story.
doesn't have the most yards.
Yes, he does.
Oh boy.
I don't maybe. Tua did
He
get
does.
knocked out.
He's
cold.
number 1 for yards, and I think Baker's too. Well, I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure he's got the most yards.
Huh. On the least amount of passes, huh?
How about this one? Brock Purdy currently leading in passing yards, 550.
How?
There you go.
Stafford second, Minshew third, Goff
I wasn't
fourth,
even close.
Lamar
Yeah.
Jackson
What are you
fifth.
talking about?
Oh, I
Yeah.
think I was thinking of quarterback rating because someone posted like the
Yeah, Carr's,
quarterback.
Carr's 13th.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just said he's the second lowest pass attempts in the NFL
Okay. My
because
bad.
they just give it to Kamara, MVP.
I could have swore I saw a thing where he was number 1, but I think I'm thinking of passer rating because he has the best passer rating.
Yeah,
With like
could be
9 completions.
it. Still counts.
Still counts. So.
All right, so
All right, I gotta go.
Good show, boys.
all right, get that floor fixed.
Shout out to your
We'll see ya.
parents.
All right,
Bye.
Bye. All right, put it on YouTube.
all right, we'll put this on YouTube.
All right, I'll catch you
Until
later.
next week.
Yeah,
Play responsibly. Go Bills.
go Bills.
I'll do one.